year. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah, and I hit that.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Now the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Ravens nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Dobbins the ball.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
on second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. Jackson from the shotgun. And a big loss here as he's taken down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. All the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
55, check.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield escaping the pressure right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On third down, Mayfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Back to it after the pick 6, Mayfield. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Brought down back at the 19-yard line.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Chubb, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 24-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 11.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. Always got some breathing room. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
intercepted.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And down he'll go at the 25. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First down, Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They toss it left side to Chubb. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play that time out of Chubb. 59 yards for him on the ground. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. 52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. I'm here all day.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Jacob Phillips on the tackle. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
The 2-yard line.
They'll give it to Chubb. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. They were able to stop him at the line on first down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the 2nd try.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. Oh, what a move. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Baltimore.
From the gun, Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Following the interception, Mayfield, he'll buy some time right. And that's going to be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 7.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And here's Jackson on the option. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's
from the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's Drew Kaiser now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Give them 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Mayfield now. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Browns add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2nd and 5.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now.
Browns 24, Ravens 14.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Second down at 6 now from the 42. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete.
Mayfield's
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
a gain of 6.
A run for Nick Chubb.
3rd and 1.
Fighting through, and he's got space. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. Oh, twisting away. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
A loss of
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Makes the score Browns 27, Ravens 21.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Eluding the pressure right. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Chubb. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Nick Chubb, the
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off at the 46. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position of throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
44-yard
So every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And he's got his man on the out route.
Jackson's pass.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens 1st down. Jackson now. And open left side is Brown. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
And the Ravens 1st down.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Dobbins.
might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the 3rd quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 36, Mayfield. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. DJ Reader. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield to throw it. And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The Browns send out their punter now. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a 1st down.
I don't want to see what's served, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me wasn't that
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He was taken down at the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Mayfield going to keep it on the option. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the 1st. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
To 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. From 8 yards out. And once again, the Browns are back in front.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Sliding out of the pocket. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Following the penalty, Chubb. And now look at him go. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, 76 yards, and the Browns add 6 to their lead.
For the point after.
Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
To throw is Jackson on 3rd down. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him. One of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well. And if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect.
Oh, no, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Tucker on for the field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And this is back down to a 7-point game. Well, that's one part of the equation. Puts them back within 1 score, but I'd be surprised if we don't see an onside kick coming up.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, partner. They've still got the 2 timeouts. But without that 3rd one, they can bleed a lot more clock on you. So how confident are you that the defense can hold them deep? I think you're exactly right. I'd line up and play for the onside kick here.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game. That time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. He'll have a 1st down and more past the 20 as he's all the way up to the 24-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. 30, past the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 76 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. You talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that is demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle him, get him. And after that last touchdown, I'll bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, way up.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 19. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. On the carry, it's Chubb. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
10 at the 15-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving.